This food blogger may be the perfect example of how strange the culture wars are getting for companies. Vani Hari, self-dubbed the food babe on social media, has long been an effective critic of big food and a supporter of the Democratic Party. But now she's aligned herself with the Trump administration and become a central figure in its food policy. She showcases how there's a growing overlap between issues the right and the left care about. Things like public health, farming and nutrition, and corporate influence, all of which were once considered the concerns primarily of liberals. That might sound like a good thing for companies, since they wouldn't be getting pulled in two different directions on certain issues. But it's actually a really tricky spot. Take RFK Jr.'s MAHA movement, for example. A recent report from the Department of Health and Human Services blamed chronic childhood issues like obesity and mental health challenges on things like ultra-processed foods and pesticides. Sounds like something the left could get behind. But here's how things get complicated. The right and the left may have the same end goal, but their framing is radically different. Right-wing activist rhetoric focus on moral clarity and outrage, like defending personal freedom and protecting children. Meanwhile, left-wing campaigns tend to evoke existential threats like the burning planet. Let's say a company eliminates a controversial food additive and celebrates with a press release about the environment or ESG. That would only outrage a contingent of the right. The food babe is a clear sign more progressive figures are willing to ally with activists across the aisle, despite not agreeing on everything, if it means furthering their agendas. This should be a wake-up call for companies that thought the backlash against DI and ESG meant they no longer had to pay attention to social issues. Just ask Target, which has failed to make anyone happy recently with the way it's handled its DI policies. And companies that find themselves in the middle of this unusual political overlap have a better chance to actually appease both sides. But it requires understanding and treading carefully around their divergent motivations.